Man, No Man's Sky is really good. It feels good. I'm glad to be back. I think it was a really good month hiatus. And we actually went and looked. It was the 24th. So it's been a little bit over a month since we've been gone. But you know what? I think I'm in a better spot now, both mentally and maybe confidence-wise, that I can continue pushing a little bit harder forward. Because actually I was catching Rhizome's stream yesterday a little bit. And he was doing a Twitter, well, not a Twitter tier list, but a streamer tier list. Yar! What's happening, Titanium Rat? And he put me in the untested category, which I agree with him. I think I am a little untested in the streamer world. I don't necessarily. Oh, that's what I wanted to look into. CC conservative. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. We'll go full conservative. Shit. But I think you brought up a really good point. I'm gonna read a tweet I wrote yesterday. Canned mac and cheese. Oh. You doing okay? You want us to send help? Canned? They make canned macaroni and cheese? I've heard of Chef Boyardee with like the meat sauce and shit, but that does sound awful. I'm not sorry. Sorry, Titanium Rat. It's just I'm gonna go that's a no for me, pal. That's yeah, that sounds a little questionable. I'm not gonna lie. All right. So Rhizome was doing a streamer tier panel yesterday about the streamers, the miasmas, the Twitch poll, the untested. Okay. No, so we got YouTube chat, so we're going both. So here's how it's gonna go. Okay. We're doing both streams now. Okay. I don't give a fuck. Okay. If I lose the affiliate, catch a ban, it's no big deal. Actually, maybe we should get into that first. Let's start with that. Why did I leave for a month? Honest to God, I think some of the bans that this platform has done is bullshit. Straight up. I just want to write it down so I make sure I actually hit it. I am to both YouTube and Twitch. I think a lot of the bans were bullshit here. I really do. I think it's pretty stupid that people can catch bans for milquetoast shit, but you will have other people on these platforms that will spread that shit openly on other platforms, right? Be pretty fucking disgusting when it comes to talking about other people on this platform and they don't receive anything. I think that's pretty fucked up. So, hey, what's up, Eric? So, I wanted to get away because I didn't want to catch one of those myself. Didn't want to catch a ban for talking about something, right? Because I worried a little bit for myself. This is a little bit of a selfish thing. I worried that if I talked about a lot of the similar things, because I might have some very similar views, or maybe I'm not as fucking woke, right? Coming from a little conservative town, it's taken me a long time to get where I am, just idea-wise, right? That I would catch a ban on the Twitch platform, and I would feel fucked because I have nothing set up anywhere else, right? So I took a little bit of time. Took about a month. It was nice. I went and streamed on YouTube. Figured it all out. Kind of figured out how it worked, how to set things up. Could kind of focus on it. Felt like I had another outlet to go to. And I like that. So now I'm not as concerned about this platform because I actually really do like streaming. Streaming is a lot of fun. I think it's neat. I think it's a great way to keep like a video diary of yourself, play some games, meet some people, earn a little bit of cash if you can, right? Talk about some stuff. I love it. I love it. I hate working with my body so much. Straight up. It sucks. It sucks. I'm always fucking tired. Okay? My body is always broken. My back always hurts. I can't sleep in one position longer than a fucking hour or two before I have to get up and roll over. Okay? Like a fucking dog. Bark. Okay? It sucks. Any streamer who bitches and complains about being a full-time streamer, they can suck my knob. Okay? This is easy shit. Go fucking come work with me. Come work with me doing some concrete for a season. You'll fucking be begging. You'll be begging after the first 2 weeks to go back to streaming. Okay? Be grateful for what you have. Okay? So now I feel like I'm in a little bit of a better spot that if I was to catch a ban on this platform, who cares? You know, I can push through, I can go to other platforms, I can work on things, I got other projects on the go. I like that. I like that feeling. I don't like being backed into a corner when I have no other options. That shit pisses me off. Pisses me off, makes me a little bit of a doomer pill. Okay? So, we're back. Okay? We're going to be on this platform. We're going to be doing the same thing. You know, YouTube's going to have its stuff. Oh, what is that? What is that little thing? Why did it just ghost on us? Weird. And honest to God, YouTube, for the most part, is actually pretty good. I like the way it's laid out. I just wish it was a little more community building friendly. But, I mean, come to the realization that nothing's going to change on this platform. So you just kind of have to roll with it. Which I think is like an unfortunate reality that we have to contend with. Is that it's not really going to change from where it's at now. Shitheads are still going to be shitheads. You're still going to have bad faith actors, right? So I think the best you can do is speak out against it. Use your platform as best you can to call those people out, and that's all you can really do. Yeah, I think that's all really I have to say on why'd I leave. So I wanted to read. So like I said, Rhizome was doing a tier list yesterday, which I thought was pretty neat. I stopped in, I saw it. Man, there's a lot of fucking people in the space. There's a lot of people that you either don't see, hang on, or you just don't engage with. Fuck. So it's neat to see. It's always neat when somebody that has a little bit more connections does a tier list. Because you get to see all the names, you get to see how many they know. Maybe we'll do it one day. I like YouTube feels like where all the stuff was born. Yeah, true. That's the other thing too. Twitch platform ain't made for politics, boys and girls. It's just not. It's just not. If you want to go have like legitimate, serious conversations where people are going to watch, people want to get a little bit maybe more informed, that's YouTube. That's where like informational videos go to live and thrive. Okay, not Twitch. Twitch is not that. Twitch is an entertainment platform first and foremost. Always has been, always will be. I would even admit to myself that when I first started this, I was most definitely either naive or lying to myself about what this space could be. It is nothing more than it is right now, and will always be. And to some degree, I don't know if I want it to be more. I think I like it. I think we need to push the idea that it's an entertainment platform more. I think we need to really push back against the idea that this platform is like for hardcore educating people. Because like, I think we'd all admit, okay, that I look good in these glasses first off. But secondly, the education system of just talking at somebody is not a very effective way at educating people. We know this. We know this because we know it doesn't always work with kids. And we know that engaging them in actual like activities, with their classmates, in critical thought, asking them questions instead of talking at them, is the more effective way, right? That's why this isn't an education platform. So I even arguably, as much as like the informative videos on YouTube are informative and educational, it's still not a great substitute for engaging with the topic yourself, right? Going and reading, thinking about it, taking that time, right? But nobody does that. No, nobody does, because it's not with these like... I wish there was a better way to communicate the idea that I have around this. Nice. Hell yeah, boost those numbers. But it's just, you don't get the same level of building cognitive function or whatnot when you're doing these platforms versus actually like engaging and reading and thinking about and doing the work. Which is arguably why a lot of these conversations fall really flat. Not to say it's always gonna be like that way in the future. It could get better. But I think people's overall engagement with the platforms need to change. And we're not there yet. We're just not. I'm going to do the best I can, do a little bit better. You know, we're not all of a sudden going to become like toxic shitheads. Okay, I'm still not going to allow that shit. Okay, still going to try to engage as best we can. But we're going to put out the ideas that I have, because these are the experiences I have. These are the things I think about. This is how I interpret the world. And it doesn't, honest to God, it doesn't make it any less valid than anybody else's. Right? That's the whole point. Is to argue why you believe that your experience, your interpretation of the world is better, more based in reality, more factual, right? Hopefully minus a lot of the fucking rambling, honestly. I like feedback from you guys. I really do. It frustrates me a little bit on this platform that it can be really, like, people always complain, oh, I'm getting hate rated, oh, I'm getting comments, oh, I'm getting criticisms. Where the fuck are you getting this from? Is it like 2-3 people? Because honest to God, I've tried. I put out videos, I put out tweets, I put out like TikToks, I put out fucking YouTube shorts. Like, I'm looking for feedback. I'm looking for something. Because I'm fumbling around in the fucking dark and it's driving me nuts. Okay? And honest to God, honestly, I'm kind of a loner. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of a loner. I have a hard time trusting people. I enjoy doing my own thing most of the time. I have like a social meter that fills up really fucking quick. Okay, if we had, you might, like, you know those little, where it's like filling in for your goal of like money for a charity at like a school or something, those little thermometers that they would fill up. Like a couple of social interactions, my fucking thermometer's full. I'm tired. I feel drained in a lot of ways when it comes to like social interactions. So I don't tend to do a lot of them because I tend to save a lot of that energy for obviously my my family, people that are close to work, right? You can only do so many Sigma grind sets in a day. And look at this, we've rambled right away from the topic I started talking about. Can't help it. It's the streamer way. But look at this. Look how much eye contact I'm making with the camera. Isn't this crazy? I have to credit a lot of my wife of this this transformative nature. So she's a fucking queen. Okay, she's a Sigma queen. She's an Omni queen. Woman's a genius, but she hides it, which frustrates me too. All right, so now the actual thing okay. So we covered the why. We covered the why did I leave. We covered the why I like streaming before. All right, let's get to Rhizome. Let's get to Rhizome. Okay. Okay, we got 3 things. we'll start with the Rhizome, and then we'll talk about the other 2 tweets below that are fucking bangers. That are fucking bangers. All right, so Rhizome did his tier list. Okay, for the 4th and 5th time that I've started on this sentence and rambled off into the oblivion. Honestly, I was surprised he knew who I was. I messaged him a few times. I'm in his Discord. We've chatted a few times. Nothing substantial. No collaborations. No real back and forth. It's just been a couple of DMs here or there. So we can definitely look at it. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. So I found it interesting that I even made it on there. But he put me in the untested one, and I would agree. So basically, this is a tweet I wrote. Rhizome tweets, put me in the untested portion of the tier list today, and I couldn't agree more. Honestly, I don't know my merit. I'm not sure I ever will. Last few years have been a lot of soul searching. Maybe it's because I'm 30 this year, which I fucking am. Early midlife crisis. What? Or maybe it's because I never felt like I had the resources to engage in this behavior before, and that's why it feels abnormal. Just honestly, God, being myself. I have, at the young age of 24, I found out I was going to be a father, and it terrified me. And the only thing I knew, I had to support that kid. I had to work my balls off. But unfortunately, I was like a week or 2 before we found out I had lost my job.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
Nice, thanks, Night. Nice, thanks, Night Wolf. Fuck, I'm gonna ban that TTS. Okay, it was a serious topic. Shut the fuck up, okay? And I had just lost my job. So I'd been looking and looking and looking, and finally, my wife's cousin said, hey, we need people to do concrete. Having a little bit of construction, knowledge. You know, done it for a year or two. I said, yeah, okay, let's go. Let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's do the concrete world. Why the fuck not? I don't got anything else going for me. Okay, I got a kid on the way. I got to make some fucking money. Okay, kids are expensive. Holy fuck, are they expensive? Okay, so fuck, I'm steaming up here. So I went and worked that for 6 years. Working. That's almost all I did. Long days, long hours, 6 days a week in the summer. In the winters, just as busy sometimes. 6 years. It didn't feel like I had any time to be me, which was a little frustrating, right? Can't go out and see friends, busy. Can't do things after work, tired. Don't really want to do much on the weekend, it's one day to recover. So, it's kind of a cycle that ends up going. Enter in this last year, right? Enter in November, when the burnout had finally fully hit me, okay? And I felt it coming for a long time. So, I took 4 months off. 4 months filled with whatever the fuck I wanted. Streaming, spending time with my son, smoking a little bit of devil's lettuce, right? A little bit of soul searching, a little bit of thinking, a little bit of introspection, because I didn't like the person I didn't like who I was. I was angry a lot, was frustrated, stressed, tired, didn't know what to do for recreation, right? Didn't know what I liked, didn't know what I enjoyed. Concrete doesn't sound too bad to you. I guarantee you wouldn't last 2 weeks. Depending on what you've done in the past, I would almost guarantee you wouldn't make 2 weeks. I have literally watched in a full construction year, 30 people come and go out of our industry. People with construction like knowledge before. You got to think, you're on your feet all day. You're pouring, you're prepping. So you're throwing a sledgehammer, you're bent over tying rebar, right? You're lifting tampers off the trucks. If you're doing a basement, you're putting a power trowel in the basement, right? You're lifting that machine up and down the stairs, right? You're walking around all day. Like, I think the other day I did 11,000 steps at work. In the summer, you're raking concrete out of a truck, right? As you're pouring driveways, screeding. Okay, you're putting cuts in, you're finishing. You're doing five, potentially 6 driveways a fucking day. We're talking probably 40, 50 meters of concrete a day minimum in the summertime. Nah, bro. It's if you can survive the first 2 weeks, you can do a whole season. But most people do not survive the first 2 weeks. Yeah, I would probably say so. Unless you're literally physically scooping all the shit out of the... But there's difference in terms of it. Worse is a little bit of a subjective thing, right? When you literally can't lay in a bed for more than an hour and a half, 2 hours, because everything seizes up because everything is so sore and tired, right? Or your muscles are so stressed, or you go to put down a hose because you're pumping a basement and your whole back fucking seizes up where you can't fucking breathe because you've just been stressing it so much, or your lower back, like your herniated discs, right? Actual hernias, right? There's a reason like super educated people don't want to go to like do construction work, especially concrete. It's considered one of the worst fucking industries. You ever shovel like 60 yards of rock in a day? Like literally shovel from a pile all the way across the basement. Like and yeah, it could be cleaning sewers is definitely a bad job. It's a dirty job, right? I'm not going to deny that. But there's a difference between a dirty job and a very physically demanding job. Okay? One, you get to come home, you're clean. Okay, you probably still have a little bit of energy. It sucks, you're in the sewers all day. Right? Other one is you're just physically exhausted. Right? Also, it's not a fucking pissing contest. Why the fuck does it need to be a pissing contest? It's not a pissing contest. Calm the fuck down. Okay? I'm trying to tell you my life fucking story here. Chill. Jesus Christ. You chatters drive me nuts sometimes. It's another thing. It's a perfect fucking segue. Okay? Into the next thing. Let's talk about drama. Let's talk about drama. Me and Nightwolf, we're about to start some fucking drama here. Okay? So we got through everything else. Let's get into the drama. Also, if me and Heem started a podcast, okay, it'd be called the Critical Heem Theory. So stay mad, conservatives. Drama. Good. Bad. Neutral? I think the argument could be made that drama, for the most part, could be seen as a neutral thing depending on how you use it. I think if you use drama to actually push the topic and idea into like the forefront of people's minds so you can have a conversation about it, I think it's really good. I think it's solid. I think it's a great way. It gets people engaged, gets people thinking, gets people interested in the topic. It's like, let's face it, nobody wants to talk about just like education for 12 hours. Okay, nobody wants to just sit there and read articles. Okay, it is boring. I think it's fun. Honestly, drama is good. It's neutral. I would say it's neutral, but it can be good. It can also be bad. If you're weaponizing that drama, right, to hurt other people, to be bullying other people, right, it's probably not a good thing. Okay? It's probably not very good. It's not healthy for you, not healthy for the people being engaged in the bullying. Also, we should talk about bullying because you fuckers don't know what bullying is. We went back and watched, so like an example, fuck. Before this, I was trying to think of what a good example of drama could be. The education one, I think, is the best. The Hans and Demon Mama, educational fucking battle. I think it was really good because I think it does push the conversation of, well, hang on now. Do kids really need to be mandated to go to school? Is the school system broken? Is there something that we need to fix there that makes it more appealing to kids? You've been sexually assaulted with a broom handle at work? Jesus, actually? That's fucked up. You're exempt, V. You're exempt. Shut up, you maple syrup gurgler. I know what bullying is. Pfft, you don't know what bullying is. Actually, the Germans probably do. Germans be crazy. Turtle knows what I'm talking about. Okay? You guys do. Jesus. Well, you guys do, because you're in CC's chat, so all of you know what bullying is. Okay? I second Nightwolf sentiment. I hope you're doing okay as well. But this isn't for you, V. This is for the other dumb fucks that think Twitter comments are fucking bullying. Twitter comments aren't bullying. YouTube comments aren't bullying. Block those people. Mute those people. Move the fuck on. Okay? People coming into your Twitch chat to spam like cope is that's not bullying. Yeah, I probably would have. Nice. You got me. You got me. As you should have. As you should have. You stood up for yourself. You were physically assaulted, right? And you stood up and you stood up to the bully, right? Fuck that guy. Fuck that. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the honest to God this cry bully shit online that I see fucking everywhere. People on Twitter. People on YouTube videos. Oh, they criticize me. That fucking Noah Samson video was the absolute biggest drama baiting cry bully shit I've ever seen in my life. The comments that he used as examples for bullying were some of the most milquetoast fucking comments I have ever seen in my life. Absolutely a nothing burger. Okay? Absolutely. It's too redacted. The best way to get over a bully is not let the comments that they say to you bother you, which can be hard, right? But then it's to push back. And let them know that you're not going to take that shit, because fuck them. Okay? Don't let people push you around like that. Okay? And honest to God, I can't encourage violence on this platform. I don't either. I don't think most people, anything almost that anybody does online requires violence. Honest to God. Well, okay, let me amend that statement. Anything that anybody does on Twitter. Okay? I'm sure there's like black market people that you can probably make an argument for. Right? Child traffickers online and whatnot. Not saying to, but okay. But if somebody's giving you mean comments on Twitter, that's not bullying. That's not bullying, bro. It's just not. It's just not. It's not abuse. If it traumatizes you, log the fuck off. Jesus Christ, log the fuck off of these. Log off these platforms if it bugs you that much. Please. Stop. Yep, same. I can't remember how many fights I've gotten in, honestly, in elementary, middle school, high school. Bullied lots. Fuck, I remember one time getting an in-school suspension. No word of a lie. They sat me in a fucking white room with a desk for like a week. Legit, just me by myself with a desk for a week. That was my school experience for a week. It was awful. It was fucking awful. Honest to God, it was like solitary confinement for a fucking school kid. Absolutely terrible. Because I fought back, but fuck it. That's I'd rather fight back and take that punishment than not fight back at all. So. And yeah, the block option is there. You're right, Nightwolf. Just fucking block people. Ban people out of your chat. It's not that hard. It's not. Not only that, if you're going to continue to put yourself out there again and again and again and again, and you're going like going live, tweet, you must expect that you're going to get pushed back. You must know it's going to be there. You must know it's going to happen. Which brings me to my next point. Let's talk about ending stream, kids. Let's talk about a glorious little button that we all know exists. Okay, I'm gonna move this sucker over. Okay. You see this little button down here? This little one that's blacked out where everything's gray. We got studio mode, stop streaming, start recording, start virtual camera. When you raid out to somebody, okay, make sure you hit the stop streaming button. Okay. Now, if any of you have been in this space, you probably, I probably don't really need to say who that's for. But I think we should talk about it. We're going to use the drama to talk about the idea. Okay? Because I think there's a little bit of validity. Hey, MDH, how you doing? Long time no see. Welcome. We are talking right now about how drama can be good and bad, and we're actually segueing into why you should always be upfront with people and don't talk shit behind people's back. Because it's a bad look. It's a bad look. Okay? It's a bad look. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna pull you guys up front here like this. Let's do this. Let's look at my slinky background instead of just my big old face. I do want to know a funny thing. Let's hear a funny thing. Oh. We want the camera. Where? Oh shit! Where is it? Group. Oh, why is the camera not? There we go. Make me a little bit bigger. There we go. Canada is a country. Is Trevelyan language, so we should speak Kannada in Canada? So ending your stream, kids. Okay? Don't talk shit. Be upfront with people. I actually really hate that this, and I don't know if this is just maybe this is all of life, and I'm just really naive and really slow to catch up to it. The idea of trusting people. Listen, I can barely learn English, so another language for me is just out of the question. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna put in that much effort. I'm pretty lazy like that. I really hate that this space, you always have to wonder, you always have to really question what people are thinking and how people actually perceive you. I think it's pretty shitty. I would rather be upfront with people about how I feel about them, than have them what I would call pussyfooting around me, trying to appease me so that they can get something out of it. Yeah, we're talking about Endless Cemetery. Yeah, it was. So there's a couple of topics I wanted to pull out of this. This is more, I have gaming. we're gonna play some games afterwards. But right now I have a lot of topics that I want to get through as my return to the fucking scene. Return of the King. Okay, I was gonna put in the title, felt a little bit showmanshipy. Okay, let's calm down. But I want to fuck off. I want to hide that. God damn it. I hate looking at it. I wanted to talk about this situation because I think it highlights a lot of really kind of silly things. The idea that people aren't upfront, the fact that people just won't own their shit, and that people will often sell you a narrative that makes themselves look the best, which I got a pretty smart chat. I don't think I really need to explain all that shit to you guys. I think you guys are pretty smart. Okay, I think you guys could probably figure out what I think of all of those. So we already covered the don't talk shit behind people's backs. Okay, be upfront to them. Okay, even if it makes the relationship a little tense, it's fine. People are, they got big boy pants, so they'll get over it. Turn off your stream, but own your shit. The thing is people make mistakes. We all fuck up. We're humans, of course. Right? I'm going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. I'm going to probably make a ton of fucking mistakes today. I'm going to make a ton of mistakes, later. Right? I'm going to make mistakes by responding to Carol's fucking whale. Well, that's because you're perfect, Carol. I mean, we're just, okay. It's building up. But good Lord. When you say stupid shit, okay, even if you didn't mean to broadcast it, don't blame the other person for responding to it. Right? It is. It's a massive stuffed dog. It's fucking huge. It's literally almost as tall as me. So, and I listened to Chud's kind of response video from Endless Cemetery, and I thought it was some of the most. I'm trying to think of a phrase or something. It's. When you blame other people for your problems, I don't know if there's a word for that. When you're blaming others for the issues that you caused, but that's definitely how it came off to me. That's okay. I don't mind. I'm just glad you're here, MDH. One thing I try to do is, and this is what my mother-in-law has really taught me, and it has helped me a lot in life, is just own your shit. You're gonna fuck up. Don't make people shame you for making mistakes, especially if you're gonna own them, right? Especially if it was a legitimate mistake. Now, if you're being a little malicious shithead, you better fucking own up to that too, okay? Don't be a shithead, okay? You're gonna be a troll, just admit you're being a troll, okay? Just be open and front about that. I'm a fucking troll, You're on the prowl, you're trolling for that attention. So be it, fucking go for it. Amen, brother, okay? Just be honest. 2022. Let's just be honest. Okay? In a world filled with disinformation and bad actors, just be honest. Base, Turtle, fucking hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise be. We have Turtle coming to the light. Turtle, we will now pray for your eternal troll salvation. Oh, Lord. content gods, please allow this turtle to be redeemed in your holy light. May the drama clout farming forever fall on turtle's good gracious. Amen. Praise be. That's sussy. Look at that. Look at that booty. Look at it shake. I bet you it's shaking on the Twitch one. Oh yeah, look at that booty. It's shaking. So, well, welcome in all the new people. We are back better than ever. Okay, we're here to make streaming great again. Okay, for low payments of $19.95, you too can build a wall around your life and around your social media. Guy's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Not my problem, man. Jesus wouldn't want me to help. He's God's problem now. Yo, did he just toss that cigarette on his lap? He did too. Oh no! Ew! Ew! Oh shit! Is there sound to it?
Oh, help!
Oh, gross. Oh, and then he smokes it. Blech. Blech. Gross. People are nasty. People are nasty creatures. Oh, yeah. Friday? Okay. Yeah, I'm probably only streaming till about 10 today because I have somebody that wants to talk about so there was that situation where the 18-year-old and the 15-year-old were texting, and Destiny swooped in and saved, or didn't really save, but at least pushed back on the idea that he was like some like fucking predator. Or like people were trying to like obviously railroad him with the internet, which, what a great fucking segue, because we're done with Endless Cemetery. Honest to God, I don't want to talk about him too much because I don't want to give shitheads like that more attention than they deserve. But let's talk about the idea of people fucking running to the internet every time something goes down, like it's the first fucking thing they need to do. Holy shit, we need to stop doing that. The court of public opinion should be almost the last fucking stop you go to when you're having issues in your life. Please. Please, 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 please stop coming to the internet with all of your fucking problems. Jesus Christ. Some things, A, were meant to stay private. B, were meant to stay in a very small circle so you could deal with them without people being fucking nuked by the fucking court of public opinion. Because once you put this, like, it'd be one thing if you could easily erase shit from the internet, right? And it could disappear in the blink of an eye, right? But the internet doesn't work that way. A lot of times once this shit is here, it's here. And I think people really need to realize that this should be your last resort, right? You should be going to your school counselor first if it's something that is like, that has to do with school, right? School counselor, principals, even a fucking teacher start with. Teacher, school counselor, principals, maybe a police liaison officer, right? Your parents, actual, like, the police station, right? And then if all of that fails and nobody's listening to you and shit's still fucked up, go to the internet. Okay? Last resort, right? In a war, okay? It's not like wartime, boom, nuke. Okay? You start with some ground offensive. Okay? You maybe do some recon, some spying, some drones, right? Usually once you start getting into the troops on the ground, you know, the tank, then you're kind of like, well, maybe we're looking at slamming that button. Like, Jesus. You all just want to hit that button right away, and that is honest to God, terrifying. I would hate to be a young teenager on the internet today. Jesus Christ, what a cancerous place to be. Secondly, it's good to get input from people. I think it is. I think it's really healthy. I think it's good to bounce things off people, ideas that you have. But man, you need to take some time to think about it yourself first. I don't think it's good when if you don't even have a solid footing to go ask other people. Because what's going to end up happening is, as with any communication, there's going to be miscommunication, right? There could be a situation that you're interpreting different from other people, but the advice that they're going to give you is going to taint the way you look at it, right? So when I say we, I mean society. When we do eyewitnesses, one of the biggest things is keeping those eyewitnesses to a crime away from each other. We don't want them talking at all to each other. It's actually really bad, right? Because what will end up happening is somebody might have missed something with their eyewitness account, right? And talking to somebody else that had a very similar but not quite same will actually taint the other person's account of the situation. This is why when you do detective or investigative work, right, you don't want to ask leading questions, right? You want to ask open-ended questions that the person can answer in their own way, right? So instead of saying, the shirt he was wearing was blue, correct? You've already kind of led them to the answer you're looking for. You want the answer that his shirt was blue, right? Because you're asking them to confirm your suspicions. Instead, what you ask is, what color shirt was he wearing? Right? It's slightly different, but the way that person is going to interpret and answer that question is going to be incredibly different. Exactly, MDH. Exactly. That is exactly the question you want to avoid, right? You saw him holding the knife, didn't you? Well, now that I think back, well, yeah, shit, maybe I did, right? We'd like to think, and this is why memories are both good and bad, okay? Memories are really cool. It's good to think about things, right? It's good to think about the past. You enjoy all those memories. They shape who you are. It's really important. But you got to be careful, okay? Because memories don't play like a VCR, okay? We aren't sticking a tape into our brain and being like, bloop, and it's like, it makes that weird rewind sound. Okay, a VCR, for those of you that don't know, maybe a little too young, it's a lot like a CD player. Okay, for those of you that don't know what a CD player, it was like a DVD. Okay, for those of you that don't know what a DVD player is, it was kind of like a Blu-ray. Okay, for those of you that don't know what a Blu-ray, I'm just fucking with you guys. It's like a streaming service. Yeah, so you want to avoid questions like that. I don't exactly remember where this is coming from, but that's okay. I'm petering out on all the things I want to talk about. Oh, right. The 18-year-old texting a 15-year-old. So and that's like something you have to be aware of when you're asked to like recount something or explain something to people, that you need to be very careful and you need to have a solid footing when you're going to go like ask for these questions. You should really take time to think about it yourself. Because it could be that maybe you were okay with it at the time, right? But chatting with a bunch of people, if you're kind of waffling, might push you one way or the other, and that isn't necessarily... If you're waffling, it's one thing already from the beginning. If you're like, well, I don't really know, but when you're actually like flip-flopping based on what other people are telling you, something we kind of want to avoid, right? We don't want just flip-flopping for flip-flopping's sake, right? We want people with, if you're on the fence, you're on the fence and you can be pushed either way, but we want you to have some kind of solid footing of your own before you really engage. And I think, and honest to God, I think the internet has destroyed a lot of people's ability to just do that introspection. Honest to God, I don't know if people were always this bad at introspection or if it's just a function of the internet. I mean, when you go look at TikTok, right, and you can look at so much content in an hour's time. Holy fuck. You go look at TikTok, you can scroll through probably hundreds of videos in an hour. I bet you wouldn't be able to tell me half of what you watched. Actually, you know what? Swear to God, I don't even know is there a study like that? How much? Oh, my caps lock is on. How much do people remember from the TikToks they watch? I would almost bet you none. Oh, it's just asking for views. Oh, fuck. The internet has made us stupid. Hold up. Wait a minute. Does TikTok affect your attention span? Oh, for sure it has to. If you would think so, right? I would think so. Okay, let's go through this. Let's go through this. I want to read this. Shit, where did my chat go? Docs. Oh, there we go. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, nope, that's not okay. There we go. Oh, okay. Flip over. Actually, let's make myself a little bit smaller. Let's put me up here because the article's on the other side. Woo! All right. TikTok is a place to go for sea shanties and oddly complicated dance-alongs. But if you've been spending hours on it a day, you might find that you suddenly can't remember when you read a real book. Oh, when you read a real book. Yeah, when was the last time you fuckers read a real book? Except for you nerds in book club. Just kidding. I read 2 books recently, so suck it, life. Or watched a show on Netflix without scrolling through your phone at the same time. With videos so short, they max out in a minute. Can TikTok mess with your attention span? Yeah, probably. Researchers know that the brain is plastic. Oh my god, I have petroleum products in my brain? Crazy. Actually, probably. In other words, it changes over time, rewiring, creating new connections, so the idea of lots of quick videos training your brain to respond shorter and shorter content isn't that far-fetched. But experts tell Bustle that TikToks are actually safer than they seem. Was this written by a TikToker? It's gonna link to somebody's TikTok after, which would be actually really funny. For one thing, it's tricky to measure attention span, aka roughly how long you pay attention to one thing or a task without getting distracted. On average, it's around 20 to 30 minutes. Okay. Definitely under that. A study published in Nature Communications in 2019 found that in general, collective attention spans do seem to be narrowing. Thanks to how fast everybody consumes information on social media. The worst days are the days I finish basements and I just scroll social media. I'm not going to lie. It absolutely fucks with my brain. Especially if I'm scrolling just all day and not really contributing to anything. Trends rise and disappear rapidly, and the main characters on Twitter one afternoon may be forgotten an hour later. True. But the bigger picture, your own brain is harder to figure out. When you scroll through TikTok, neurophysicist Dr. Saman Hafiz tells Bustle you're actually in pursuit of dopamine. Yeah, I love that dopamine. It's good stuff. I'd snort dopamine off a stripper's ass, for sure. Yeah, 1,000,000%. If you could throw that into a powder form, for sure. When you scroll and you hit upon something that makes you laugh, your brain receives a hit of dopamine. She explains, dopamine is the neurotransmitter released by the brain's reward center. Do you guys find it's hard to find something that legitimately makes you laugh? I mean, not Carol. Carol laughs all the time, I swear to God. Okay? I like it. But I find some days it's definitely a lot harder to find something that makes me chuckle. Maybe I'm just a depressed dandy. And it produces a feeling of pleasure and motivates you to find another hit. When you see something you don't like, you can quickly pivot to something that produces more dopamine. Dopamine does play a role in attention. Research from the 2016 Current Biology shows that when people get a dopamine boost from something, they're more likely to pay attention to similar things in the future, like Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. Dr. Haviz explains, TikTok isn't designed to foster long-term attention spans. No shit. But she notes that the adult brain is less susceptible to changes in its attention span than adolescent brains. So hours of TikTok might not change how you focus long-term. Man, I would... When was this article? 2021? Oh, another year of the pandemic. We should research this again. Attention involves a bunch of brain regions, including ones that control decision-making and rewards, and researchers are still figuring out how social media might affect them. A study from MIT published PNS 2020 found that maintaining attention in the brain requires 2 things: dismissing all other stimuli and dampening your impulse to do something else. Haha, most people, I bet you can't do that. Like, switch the channel. A 2020 study in the Nature Scientific Reports discovered that people who use a lot of social media show signs of extra impulsivity. In other words, they click away on a whim. Research in social media and the brain is mostly focused on multitasking, paying attention to Tik Tok, Instas, and on your Twitter feed all at once. The science there doesn't look great. Yeah, no kidding. A study in the World Psychiatry of 2019, for example, found that people who multitask across social media tend to not do well at tasks that require them to filter out distractions. Yeah, I would agree with that. And a survey conducted by Canadian research from Microsoft found that people that tend to lose interest in what they're watching after around 8 seconds, if it's not sufficiently diverting. Ooh, I'd probably largely agree with that one. But there's no real evidence that TikTok specifically will have any long-term effects on your attention span. A review available by the Yale Journal of Biology and Medicine 2019 found that the relationship between technology and attention span is inclusive. They should do it. They should do it again right now. I think now would be the best time because we've all been at home on our fucking phones for like on computers and all that shit for like 2+ years of pandemic. I think it'd be really neat to see where we are now, see if it has gotten worse. Therapist with Talkspace tells Bus that the COVID-19 pandemic may also have a negative effect on your attention. Nice. It's not that we don't have the ability to concentrate on longer things. It is that right now we may not have the bandwidth, given that we are stretched so thin in all areas of our lives. If you feel like switching off more rapidly than you used to, Dr. Haviz recommends using meditation, reading books, and doing crossword puzzles. Nerd. Crossword puzzles, please. Half the people on these platforms can't read. Actually, legitly, though, there is a literacy problem. So I meme a little bit, but you told a racist joke kind of mask slipped off, or what kind of mask off are we talking here, Carol? Oh my God. Nice. Ooh, cross stitch is really good. It is super relaxing. Hashtag bring cross stitching back. Okay. Vag rocket. Dibs naming of the vibrator. That's actually what I call my penis. Is the vag rocket. I'm gonna tell my wife that, and then she'll just never sleep with me again. So, hey, thanks Restream for telling me that I've had 100 messages in chat. Give me more dopamine, Restream. It doesn't hurt my attention span at all. Oh shit! What do we got coming in here? What's going on here? Oh my God! Oh fuck! We got raiders. Where are we from? Where are we from? Why didn't it tell me? Hey, Heem! What is happening? I don't know why there's no alerts. Okay. I blame society. Welcome everybody. For this. Oh sure, that one works. That one works. Welcome in everybody. Heem, how are you doing, sir? I hope you had a great stream. Welcome. I'm Critical Canadian, the criticalist Canadian on all the Canadian seaboard. Western seaboard. Fuck Alberta. Get fucked. Okay? So I heard you hate Mike from PA and now you have me blocked on Twitter. Over a shitty. I have you blocked on Twitter? If I have you blocked on Twitter, send me a DM or a whisper with your name, and I will unblock you. Okay, milk. So, are you? Once global warming is successful, Alberta will be the West Coast. True. We were just kind of talking about if dopamine affects our attention span, which they say no. But I beg to differ. All you fuckers got low attention spans, okay? Self-included. Punch more couches. There is a couch back there, and it is looking pretty good. So. Okay, let's see. We have an unban request. Oh shit, I do have you blocked. I don't know why I blocked you. But now I think you're all unblocked. Let's see. I hit unblocked. Oh, hey, I'm blocked. Oh my God, look at that. It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street on these mad streets.
I've been waiting for this.
I've been waiting for this. Okay, I have to follow it, Burton. Thank you for the follow. See, why are they not showing up? Why are they doing this? Oh, because I don't have alerts on this one. That's my bad, guys. My bad. So, him, did you just fucking raid and peace out? What'd you talk about today? What did you do on your stream? Let's go take a look. Let's creep. What did you do? What's getting turned into a YouTube video that we can watch? Drama. Wait, what drama? There's always drama. React. Oh, fuck. React Andy over here. Jesus. Wait, where the fuck is your channel? Why aren't you at the top saying new video? What the fuck? Now I gotta go. Ah, yes. Thank you, Wombat. Remember to hit that refresh so we can get those sweet views. Drama in chat between you and Soy. Oh my god. Imagine drama with me. That'd be silly. We actually talked about drama today and how could be really good. So how we could use it, how we could reuse it for good. Okay, we need to reclaim drama. We always talk about reclaiming slurs on this platform. Nah. We need to reclaim the drama. Okay, you fuckers engage with drama in a bad way. Okay, we want to engage with it in a positive way. Okay, we want to take the drama and we want to distill it like vodka. Okay, we filter it through the sock of Twitter. Okay, the moldy underwear of fucking Twitch. Okay, through the shoe of YouTube to distill the perfect idea that we want to discuss. Okay, I agree. Fuck Alberta. Okay, it's a terrible place to live. Don't come here. So, and we're gonna get better at that. We're gonna get better at distilling the drama that people make, because people make drama. People love drama, right? Let's get people engaged. Okay, and those that say they don't like drama, are just lying to themselves or lying to us. Okay, self included. If I've said it, I was lying to myself or others. Finger guns. Pew, 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 pew. So, where were we? Okay, we talked about why did I leave? We talked about why I like streaming. We talked about Rhizome in a good way. We talked about drama being good for good. Twitter battles. We could talk. There's not really much to say about Twitter battles other than go for it. I don't care. Ooh, we need to bring back. You know what we need to bring back? We need to bring back metrosexuals. Is that still a thing? You think anybody identifies as a metrosexual? Do we got any likers in chat about being a metrosexual? I'd probably be considered a little bit of a metrosexual. I don't like being dirty. Kind of what shit. Here, I tweeted out what the actual. Yeah, a young, urban, heterosexual male with liberal political views and interest in fashion and refined sense of taste. I would say that we need to be broaden that a little bit. I think we need progressives who might be bi, so I'll try, and who are very secure in their masculinity, as so much not to care about their actual, the genders. I don't know if metrosexual is soy. I feel like metrosexual is what most people nowadays, especially very progressive people, would kind of fit into. But we usually default to the bi or the non-binary as a way to kind of work around the metrosexual title, and I want to reclaim it. Okay, I'm gonna be Twitch's biggest metrosexual streamer. Okay, we're gonna dress fly. Okay, I'm gonna start looking good. But I mean, we got a Pokemon shirt today. So, I mean, we're already pretty fashionable. So, I don't know what else I'm wearing. I mean, boom, wearing polar bears on my fucking pants. So, I don't know. Listen, okay? If you're thinking of the left-right spectrum, you got Twitch worms, okay? You got Twitch polyworms, okay? I'll be wherever the fuck I want to be in the spectrum, okay? You ain't gonna tell me where I do and don't belong, okay? Boom. Fucking got him. Got him. Okay? If you think a progressive is your enemy in the fight for societal change, you're a fool. Libs are making me tired. I would be metrosexual, but I like sweatpants and hoodies too much. Excuse me, can you not be fashionable in hoodies and a sweater? We need to get him a full leopard print hoodie and sweatpants. They need to match. Okay, or zebra, or cheetah, or jaguar. Okay, but not real skin, because that'd be just cruel to the animals. But we're talking. We need to. Cheetah. Okay, we got it. We got cheetah. If you think progressives are the one creating division, my friend, I think you maybe need to take a different look at how people engage. Sounds hot. I agree. I think the reality is I'm pretty progressive. I'm pretty left-leaning. Okay? But I'm not going to agree with everything the left does. Just not. Sorry, dude. It's just not. I'm not a fucking hive mind. Okay? I'm going to push back on things that I think are silly, and I think it's good not to be a hive mind. Goblin sexual is weird. Sweatpants gang gang. Adidas banned in Russia. Now Ukrainians owned Adidas. Based. Make track pants. Make track suits. Not Russian again. Okay. I you know what? Let's stir a little bit of drama. Let's use this tweet as a good starting point to some of the things I think that are really funny. I just want to show the tweet. I don't want to show the responses. I don't care about the responses. I don't care about all the responses underneath. Don't give a fuck. We're gonna put me up there. Put this down here. I'm gonna blow me up. Whoop. Made it a little bigger. Boom. Moved over. Alrighty. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about dumb motherfuckers that will fight about anything on here. Yeah, it's Twitter. Okay? You engage with it just as shitty as everybody else. Okay? You argue on here, like Demon Mama will have, I'm pretty sure as a pinned tweet.
I've been waiting for this.
That, thank you for the follow, Soy. That we shouldn't, people shouldn't be discoursing on Twitter. She discourses on Twitter. Okay? If you want to have the stance, don't discourse on Twitter. Go for it. But stick to it. Right? Or at least be honest. They'd be like, yeah, try your best not to discourse on Twitter. It's going to happen. Right? Don't say don't do it and then go do it. Okay? It's frustrating. And yes, of course people will fight about anything. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the fucking platform. Is to argue with people. To fight back against people. To throw ideas out there. Throw your fucking opinions out there. That's the whole point of it. Okay? We need to stop being so naive about what these platforms are for. These platforms are mainly for entertainment and engagement. That's it. Did DM find her chemist friend yet? No, not yet. But I have wanted to ask, if I read about biology and I had a friend that self-diagnosed a heart condition, could I then perform open heart surgery on that person knowing that I read enough about medical books? Would that be okay? We need a nemesis. You know what my nemesis is? People's poor thinking skills. That's my nemesis. Okay? My nemesis is people not taking a second to think about things. Okay? That's what I'm going to start drama with. So, and if other people want to start showing me, we'll go. We'll do. I try not to cast the first stone. I try not to. It's not always easy. Sometimes we do. Sometimes people deserve it. Oh, and Elon buying Twitter? I don't care. I really don't. Rich people want to do shit with their money. I just, I don't give two fucks. Oh, this I want to talk about. This I want to talk about too. I've never seen this before. Somebody using, actually, one second. Somebody using what is basically a year-old story to try and drum up current outrage. I've never come across this. This is new to me. So this call to activism was like, hey, Breaking the Florida Proud Boys have just Breaking. The Florida Proud Boys have just been notified that many of their members were government informants the whole time. Whoops. Right? Like literally yesterday. Right? So I was like, oh, that's super weird. So I Googled around. Because I was like, oh shit, was there a news story? Because I know I've seen stories in the past about how the one leader was like an informant helping police, like coordinating with them, like getting reduced sentences and stuff. Could not find for the life of me a news story about this. The only story I could really find was this one from a year ago about this. And the one news story that I did find, it was from like the most sketch news source I've ever seen in my life, where they literally like, they have many human entity sources for this claim. Okay, yeah, I mean, generally they're going to be other humans that are being informants. Yes, that is correct. You're factually correct there. But it's really weird just on the way they phrased it and the way they approached it. So, I didn't go through any of the responses. I kind of do, because I'm kind of curious. Oh, sorry. This one I went through. It's just so clear that nobody reads the article. I should go back and find. Nobody reading the article that linked 404 page. How many of you in chat actually will read the articles? Be honest. I bet you most of you don't. Fuck, that's not it. Oh shit. So you mean when the streamers read the headlines too? Man, there's one. Fuck, this isn't it, because I don't know what this is. Americans read headline. This one's from 2014, and I'm going to assume it has not gotten much better. Oh, this one's from 2014 when the Russians were... Oh, this one's from 2013. We need a more updated one. Oh, this one's from 2022. What the fuck is this? The consciousness vibe? Jesus. A lot of authors purposely blur the lid most of the time, and most people don't read the entire article. Most people don't read past the headlines, my dude. The science post. I'm just trying to... I want to find an article that we can go through that's a little... Okay, I've never read this one, but let's go through it. It's a short one, but it is mostly in another language. Didn't read the article before commenting. Science says it really shows. Okay, let's go through this one. A little bit of knowledge can go straight to your head, but not in a good way. New research has found... Let's click... Okay, what does this one take us? Does this actually take us to... Okay, that one's loading. Has found that only read the snippets of their Facebook newsfeed often think they know more than they actually do. True, it's the worst ones. By glancing through article previews instead of reading the full piece, many users overestimate their understanding of an issue, and this is especially true for those whose knowledge is guided by strong emotions and therefore strong opinions. Because most social media users only have a passing engagement with posted news, exposure to political information on social media, many simply create the illusion of political learning, write the researchers at New York College of Pennsylvania. A study split nearly 1,000 participants into 3 groups to measure how much knowledge they gained on an issue and how much knowledge they thought they had gained. Each group was given news in a slightly different format. All participants were asked to fill out a survey and measure their cognitive styles. The first group, 320 participants, was asked to read through a full article from the Washington Post about genetically modified foods. The second group, 319 participants, oh my god, uneven, was given a Facebook newsfeed with 4 article previews, one which featured the same GM article. Third and last, the group of 351 participants were given no information at all. To assess their level of knowledge about GM foods, participants were given 6 factual questions and with 5 answers that could be found embedded in the article, and 3 answers that could be found in the Facebook preview. To measure their level of confidence, the participants were also asked to estimate how many questions they got right. Unsurprisingly, those who had read the full article answered the most questions correctly, while those who read the preview scored only 1 more correct answer than those who were given no information at all. Yikes. Literally, it's almost not even reading it made you just disqualified to answer the questions as the previews. Additionally, the findings suggested that people who read only the previews were far too confident in their knowledge. What's more, those participants whose cognitive style is more guided by emotion tend to be more certain of their rightness. This is a need for affect, essentially meaning that participants have a stronger gut reaction or intuitions that they don't question. In other words, the feeling of being accurate is more satisfying for many people than actually being accurate. Those who are more driven by emotion allow the positive feelings associated with being right to override the need for actual accuracy. I would argue that this is one of Twitch's biggest issues. Those who are more driven by emotion allow the positive feelings associated with being right to override the need for actual accuracy. Oh my God, so true. The author is right, thus coming away from limited exposure to information falsely overconfident in their knowledge of the subject matter. Bathtub insulin. Unfortunately, this false confidence may also have serious repercussions. Not only does it make users more susceptible to fake news and misinformation, a bludgeoning issue in the modern day and age, it can also make them more polarized and politically uninformed. Today, 67% of Americans get their news from social media. Yikes. As such, Facebook has become an important source of political information, but it is a source of political understanding. A study certainly suggests it is not. The average Facebook user only clicks on about 7% of the political news stories in their feed, which means that the vast majority of the time, people are getting tiny doses of information with a big old dose of misguided confidence. As Facebook is increasingly relied on as a news source, yikes, audiences' overconfidence can be potentially troublesome, especially if the perceived knowledge is gained based on misinformation. Cool. Look at that. Look at that. Reading. Fucking nerds. Yeah, decline all. I don't watch my cookies. Those are my cookies. Is it just given the approximately half the interviews use Facebook to access news, there's no surprise that social media increasingly a viable source of information. Despite that, the fact the average social media only clicks on a small fraction of political content, newsfeed, social media. From where, then, does this knowledge come from? We argue Facebook newsfeed itself with the short article previews provide enough political information for learning to occur. However, this learning comes with additional consequences. Audiences who only read article previews think they know more than they actually do, especially individuals motivated to seek emotions. While we are agnostic to the normative implications of such overconfidence, it is worth noting that similar behaviors are associated with political efficacy, knowledge, and participation. I would probably say the biggest downside of that is you're going to have a lot of people talking about things they have no fucking clue about and then getting super angry when reality doesn't match what they think it should be. So. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Anybody remember this was the oh fuck. What was the name of the show? It was a kid's cartoon. He could turn into a dragon. Oh, it was a good cartoon though. I don't remember the name of it. Fuck, I don't remember the name of it at all. All right, we're ready to play some Graveyard Keeper. American Dragon. Thank you. Yes, that is exactly what it was. Spot on. All right, we ready to play some Graveyard Keeper? I don't think we're going to watch any videos today. Actually, how long have we been streaming? An hour and 22 minutes. You know, I thought about doing like a after show for like videos and shit. Oh, also Johnny Depp is a Chad, so there's no other way to put it. That he's going through the ringers, and he's obviously taking it like a champ. So good for him, because I think there's a lot of people that would not have been able to put up with that kind of shit. Could you imagine somebody shitting in your bed? Like, I can't go get my stuff because she pooped in my bed. Jesus.